So let's move on to Wombat's fortnightly news.
I mean, the big news, obviously, with Fortnite is the season last full day is tomorrow.
How'd you do this season, Wombat?
I got up to level, what was it, 229?
Wait, you can go over 100?
You unlock stuff.
200 was the max.
You unlock everything at 200, but you can still get other levels after that. They just don't mean anything anymore other than, look, I have over 200.
Right.
What are you doing?
Playing with people, with my friends.
Should we look up
a good time?
It's a lot of hours, Wombat. I haven't looked in a long time.
You want me to tell you?
I'll just look. I'm sure it's in my browser history. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, here it is. Fortnite tracker. Yeah. It's in my history. It's got to be a lot. It's got to be like 100 hours, right?
Did I put? I mean, let's be honest. It's not like I'm playing much of anything else.
I'm not, no judgments. I'm just talking about facts and smirking.
I mean, it's always judgment. It's always judgment.
Everything's, well, that's life. I don't think, you know what? The site's not working.
I played.
It was over 100, 120.
103.
103.
103 hours and 43 minutes. That is since, when did the season start? I don't even remember.
I actually remember. It was March 20th.
Okay. So March, April, May, June. That's, 3 months, we'll say.
Solid.
Yeah. 30 hours a month. That's an hour a day.
There's a reason why this game is like, it's still in the zeitgeist and still raking in the money. And it's not just Wombat.
An hour a day.
Those numbers seem low for you.
What? That's only a few hours, Ship. I mean, a few months.
That's an hour, but it is. It's an hour a day.
It's not outrageous because I honestly don't play much of anything else.
Right.
And I'm not usually don't play by myself either. I'm usually playing with other members of this community who are wonderful human beings who I enjoy talking with. So there's that social aspect to it.
That sounds suspect.
I'm just saying they're nice people who I enjoy spending time with.
Oh.
So yeah. So there's that aspect of it as well. That makes it kind of like not just the game. And yes, there's the whole Fortnite does battle passes better than anyone else aspect of it.
Okay, now do you want the real number of hours played?
I have 103. I looked it up on Fortnite.gg. What is yours, show?
Okay, so
which is usually the
hold on.
Which is like the gold standard for Fortnite tracking.
Okay. Well, this is Fortnite tracker. I feel like that's going to be good.
I'm telling you.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. You know what? It says 4 days, 7 hours.
Okay. So
same amount. 103 hours.
Yeah. All right. There we go. I was looking at the lifetime and I was like, whoa.
Oh, okay.
All right. We did it.
Yep.
We answered the question. Anything to look forward to for next season? Darth Vader,
probably. The big live event on Saturday afternoon, which I better be home for. I can't believe my wife made plans for us, but whatever. And yeah, Sunday. I hope to be spending my Sunday playing the new season. I renewed my crew pass, so I could just have the season pass waiting for me when I wake up in the morning. No muss, no fuss.
Part of the crew.
Sleep at night knowing that
the crew has got your back, and you don't have to worry about buying that season pass. Clicking that button.
I don't have to click that extra button.
That's nice. Yeah. Is there? Did you watch the Sony State of Play thing? Because it was on at such a weird time.
It was on at 6
It was
PM.
on at 6.
That's like dinner time.
Yes, I literally watched it while eating spaghetti.
Right.
I watched it after the fact, slightly after the fact.
Was it good?
It was a half hour long.
That's short.
But it's good though, because there wasn't a lot of like people just talking about stuff.
How many controllers they sold?
Yeah. Although I do like that in its proper space. So it was fine. It was a lot of like third party stuff, which they said going in, like
a lot of Capcom stuff.
They kept expectations tempered going into this, right?
Right.
So if you're into the titles they showed, you're gonna think it's great. If you're not, like if you're like, I know Wombat's a big Resident Evil 4 guy. Resident Evil 4 is coming out again. They're remastering it.
God, you can't be interested in playing that again, can you, Wombat?
I'll be honest, it looks pretty dope. I was like, oh my god, am I really gonna quadruple dip on this goddamn game? And this part of me is like, well, when it gets cheap, I might.
What looked dope about it though? It was a lot of just like cutscenes.
It looked new. I don't know. I'll give it a when it comes out, I'll reassess the situation.
Oh, you're totally gonna buy it and then play it.
I mean, not on day one.
Day two.
We'll see.
Yeah. When it hits like $15, yes, I'd probably buy it for $15. Mm-hmm. And will it hit $15? 100% it'll hit $15.
So I mean, it looks good. I'm not a big Resident Evil person, so that didn't do much for me. There was the other horror game, oh man, Callisto Project. Is that what the name of that thing is?
I think so, yeah.
Sounds right.
I didn't type that one down because it didn't seem interesting to me.
That one looked really good, but if you like things jumping out at you, like it looked very Dead Space in terms of
it was
kind of
dead, mm-hmm.
kind of the gameplay it was, but it was zombie things and you're shooting them in low light situations. Looked like it could be all right. It's out Christmas time frame. Then there was some VR, PlayStation VR 2 stuff.
Horizon VR.
I watched it late, so I saw that stuff come up and I scrubbed through.
Wait, it's Horizon VR, and is it just for the new VR, or it's gonna
it's
must
not
be,
the
right?
same game. It's a special VR only game.
Yeah, no, I figured that.
And I have no idea.
It said VR 2, I think, up in the corner.
Okay.
But
I think
gotta
they
make
like
it
3 games for PlayStation VR 2.
They must be making it for the first one too, though. There's still some, there's a good number of those out there. No, who cares? They don't even care.
I don't know. Maybe they are. Nope, VR 2 only, the chats.
Okay. Yeah,
my scrubbing skills were right.
Good job.
Yep. They announced Spider-Man for PC.
The first one.
The first and the second one. The second one they didn't show in the or Miles, sorry, not the second Spider-Man, but the Miles Morales game.
Yeah.
As well. That's coming in the fall. This is coming a little bit
early,
okay, like in
awesome.
August or something. So both of them are coming. Yeah, it's great. It's good. Like, I'm happy that that's happening. It's not blowing up my skirt because I'm still playing those 2 games. Like, Dash plays those every week, so I don't need them again. But it's good that they exist.
Right.
There was Strays.
Yeah, so that's the game where you play as a cat. And it's also the first game they announced that's coming day one to PS Plus Extra. Is that what it's called?
It's the 2 top tiers.
Yeah. So that game will be playable the day it's released if you have one of those.
It looks like
top tiers.
Splinter Cell, but you're a cat.
Extra's the top tier?
No, that's
the middle and top get this, I think.
What's the top one called?
Spearmint. Juicy fruit. It's extra and juicy fruit.
No.
Premium?
It was
Prestige?
Premium, I think. But
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
We'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
No need to know.
That one, I don't know. It looks interesting, but I'm not a stealth gamer. So I was immediately like, oh, cat game, cool, like hopping around stuff. And then like the vision cone stuff came in and I'm like, nope.
I don't know. If you have extra, you can play it on day one.
I do not have that either.
There was also that, what was the game called? The roller derby shooting game?
That one, Roller Dome.
Yeah.
That's the one that interests me.
That's a Private Division game.
Yeah.
And that game looks like it could be interesting.
By Roll 7, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that one is I don't know, rolling around, Jet Set Radio, Tony Hawk type stuff, but you're shooting as well. So it's got like the slow-mo bullet time shooting while you're doing the tricks. I think it has a story based upon the trailer. I don't think it's just like a multiplayer thing.
Usually if there's bullet time, multiplayer is tricky.
It's got a story. So
yeah, right.
That one looked interesting to me. Street Fighter 6 they showed.
Does it
It's
look
an
like Street
open
Fighter?
world Street Fighter. I
No.
believe.
It's got
Really?
like it's got like a wandering around aspect to it.
Huh.
It's got like a maybe it's like an overworld hub. I don't know.
Yeah,
They're not going to do a
didn't
good
show
job
much.
with that.
it didn't look great. That stuff.
No.
The fighting stuff looked fine. It looked like what you would expect Street Fighter to look
Sure.
like.
Yeah. And if you like microtransactions, I'm sure it's going to have a whole bunch of those too.
I feel like that game's got a long way to go to catch up to like the Mortal Kombat's content wise.
Totally. Well, content wise, maybe, but totally different gameplay than.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
I'm just talking about like all the modes and just how much shit they stuff in there. And yeah, I get it because they're going to try to milk you on the microtransactions, but it's still there.
It does look. Trips Gomez in the chat says it looks like you build your own fighter, and it does look like that. It looks like you're creating a character.
Nice. That's fun. Maybe.
I
don't know. Could be good.
I'm sure it'll have good gameplay. I mean, it's another one of these things. Like, unless you're really into Street Fighter, they kind of all look similar, right? It's like, all right, I've played a lot of Street Fighters.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, me too. And they showed Final Fantasy 16. They showed some of that, and that looked like that's going to be a quality game. So I will play some Final Fantasy 16.
I'm gonna leave that to you.
The dialogue is terrible. Like, it's still really bad and over dramatic.
Right.
But the gameplay looked pretty good.
Like Obi-Wan.
Yeah. There was another game too that had action-y style combat that you did not write down that I thought looked pretty good. What was that?
Was it the one with the guy with the blade hand?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the Japanese game with the guy who got his hand cut off at the beginning of it.
Yeah, I forget what that was called too because it didn't interest me.
It looked all right to me. It had some good action combat in it. It was action combat / dating sim or something. They said
what?
At the end of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't even know what to search for that.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it, right?
It's only half an hour, so how many things can they show?
So there was a good amount of games in that half hour. But yeah, you had to already be like into these franchises to be excited. It feels like
even tied. Yeah.
Even tied, of course.
Oh, that's the name of the game with the robot, whatever, ghost hands.
That's what Cablo Gubla in chat says.
Gotta trust him.
Yeah. Yeah, so overall they did a state of play, and there's games coming.
Right.
Sometime in most of them in 2023.
Yeah, I didn't catch that part. So you can buy, so it seems like it's easier to buy a PS5 now. I see like Amazon is sort of testing out this new like verification thing to let you buy. You have to you can request an invitation to buy a PS5 from them. I guess they check to see if you're a reseller, looking at your data and shit. But there's still no games.
I have a PS5 now.
I know you don't need to get an invitation. You're in the club.
I'm a step ahead.
Yes. Just waiting for the games.
And I don't know. A lot of these things will be multi-platform as well, right? So
probably. I can't imagine Street Fighter.
Street Fighter already had a trailer that had PC and Xbox at the end of it on their official channel. So that one will be multi-platform. I don't know. All of these have come multi-platform at one point. So
I'm sure Resident Evil 4 will be too.
Right. And Final Fantasy has been as well. So I don't know. That's the landscape of third-party games right now, which is a good thing. It's just hard to get overly excited for me on these.
Yep. We'll see what happens with Microsoft next week, right? Next week.
Yes.
Like
I believe
Microsoft
so.
Bethesda.
Yep.
That should be exciting.
It seems like they've been playing that one down too, though.
We'll find out.
Have they?
Yeah. It seems like everybody's kind of hedging their bets.
Starfield was delayed.
They already delayed the 2 games, right? So
yeah, we can still show. You know
what I haven't heard
some
about
bullshit
in a while
video.
is that Marvel Midnight Suns game that was supposed to be out in February,
right?
And then got pushed to fall.
Right.
That one's gonna get pushed to 2023, isn't it? Yeah, that's a bummer. I'm already sad about something that hasn't happened yet.
Right.
Oh well, more Fortnite it is.